Notice on the CLS550 coupe is that it of course has a few too many doors in order to be a real coupe. I'm guessing that the Germans don't know French very well, and so they probably just didn't realize that coupe meant you only had 2 doors, and so they just threw in a few extra thinking that that might be more handy. The CLS550 is the world's first all-LED car. So as you can see here, as far as exterior lighting I should say, as you can see here we have the turn signals, which are blinking there of course. We have the LED main beam, we have the LED daytime running lights, and then below here we actually have the LED high beams, which are illuminated there. We also have LED daytime running lights down here, which are just barely on, you can see here. We have LED turn signal lamps in the side view mirror. And then out back we of course have another large collection of LEDs in the rear. And although it kind of looks a little funny on this camera, those are actually red LED turn signal lamps, not amber, on the American market CLS550. You know, luxury cars are all about the gadgets and gizmos, so let's take a look and see what the CLS has. You know, I'm not talking about heated and cooled seats, because even the Kia Optima has that, but here in the CLS550 we have 3-position memory passenger seat, which is quite nice. We go over here, you can see we have under wood trim mood lighting all across the cabin. We have our analog clock. We have only dual zone climate control in the CLS550. The rear people don't get any extra love. We do have a rear shade. One nice feature is that you can both heat and cool the seat at the same time, which is kind of interesting. So you can make sure your rear is not sweaty but fully heated. If we go over here to the dash, we have a very nice round LCD screen, which is actually very nice. It's very crisp. This controls all of your car settings, you know, pre-collision warning, pre-safe braking, attention assist, all those different systems, as well as your audio system. One thing I don't really like is that if you want to change tracks on your audio system using the steering wheel, you actually have to navigate through this little menu to the audio section here, and then you can go up and down through your songs. That is kind of a pain, because if you're over here looking at the trip computer or your navigation directions or your telephone or something like that, you know, you can't really do that quite as easily. You can't always change the tracks on the head unit, but that can be kind of a pain. Over here we have paddle shifters, which are kind of an interesting combination with the column shifter. We move along, we have the driver's side 3-position seat memory. And then if we look down here, you can see the driver's seat gets a few extra controls versus the passenger seat. This allows you to make the seat bottom cushion longer or shorter. This is the dynamic side bolsters. So if you look here on the side, these side bolsters here on the driver's seat only in the CLS, when you go around a corner, you can have them inflate or deflate. So if you go around a corner, you know, to the if you turn right, for instance, then you know the corresponding bolster will inflate to help keep you in your seat, and you can choose whether you want that a little bit or a lot or none at all. You can also manually inflate the side bolsters. Here we have our seat massage function, that they call that pulse. This one is lumbar up, or inflate and deflate, and then lumbar position up and down in the seat. And so on the side of the seat we don't get that. The passenger seat doesn't get any massaging love, but it does get a 4-way lumbar support. But here's what the rear seats really are for in any of these 4-door coupes. Right here, it's this passenger bag right there. So, you know, the your computer bag on your way to work will feel very, very, very special in these 4-door coupes. This car is of course equipped with the latest in Mercedes Distronic radar cruise control, which actually works really quite well compared to the others. It's very natural feeling. It doesn't just jam on the brakes, and it doesn't just rocket off into the distance when the car in front of you clears away. It's fairly normal feeling, just about the way that you would drive, and it does take you to a complete stop and start right back up again. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but the noise, that is and I'm going to lose control, but that is fantastic in this thing. The twin turbos don't do anything to affect the noise of this beast.